Hey everybody, here we are, week number 2 of the vlog. As you can tell from the title of the vlog, I crushed it this week. I'm really happy to say that I am down 14.4 pounds. It was a good week. I worked pretty hard. I was able to make some meals that tasted good to me, and anyway, I was down 14.4 pounds, which is 4% of my body weight. My goal was to lose 12 in the first week, and the fact that I got down 14.4 makes me really happy. My goal for the second week was to do 8 pounds, and I think I'm just going to leave that goal in place and try and do 8 pounds in the second week. So anyway, we'll see where it goes. When I was on the MetaFast diet a couple years ago, those numbers are pretty close to what I was doing on the MetaFast diet as well. This week I have not done very much MetaFast. I did a couple of meal replacements that were MetaFast type things, but for the most part I've just kind of done my own thing. Tried to balance my macros, pretty low fat diet, but anyway, towards the end of the video I'll go through all the meals with you. I'll sit at my computer and we'll go through all the meals. I'll be able to show you on MyFitnessPal. I log everything that I eat every single day. One day I did eat out. We had to run my daughter to the Instacare she thought maybe she had strep throat. So while we were out and about, of course, she wanted to go get something to eat. She wanted to eat at Wendy's. So we went to Wendy's. It was kind of an unplanned thing. I just ended up getting a grilled chicken sandwich. I felt like that was a pretty healthy choice, especially compared to what I would typically eat. I mean, normally I'd eat a burger and fries and get me a soft drink and everything. But I just did the grilled chicken sandwich. I was able to find it on MyFitnessPal and put it in. At first, I was a little bugged about it because I felt like it had really messed up my plan and messed up my schedule and everything. But I was able to balance everything, balance my carbs, balance my all the macros the way I wanted to, and it actually turned out to be not that bad of a day. And then I started to realize that, you know what, that's exactly what I need. I need to be able to make a good choice when I go to a restaurant or eat out, or, you know, I'm with the kids or whatever, and then still be able to balance my carbs and balance everything out. It's really important that I use MyFitnessPal to be able to see where I'm going and what's going on with it. Like today, you know, my wife and I are out and about running errands, and we decided to stop at Zupa's for lunch, and I got me a strawberry harvest salad. I'd already looked in advance on the internet to see what their nutritional information was on those, and so I knew what I wanted before I went in. But still, it's nice to be able to have a day like that where, you know, I eat a meal that maybe I typically wouldn't, especially when I'm in this kind of weight loss mode. And I'm still able to balance everything out, and everything I'm still able to hit my goals for the week and things like that. So anyway, that meal will go on next week's. So when I took my weight measurements, I took them, the first one, I took it on Friday morning of last week, which was January 18th. But I didn't start my meals and tracking my meals and everything until Saturday. So I've really only done 6 days of meals because I took my weight again this morning, which was Friday, January 25th. And that's where the 14.4 is. It's from Friday morning to Friday morning, even though I did not eat the way I was supposed to last Friday, and I did not track it or anything like that. So I also did take my blood pressure last week. I did it at just Walmart, at their random cuff place by the pharmacy. I don't think those take a very accurate reading, especially for a guy like me. I mean, my arm barely fits in the cuff. I stick it in, and it doesn't have to inflate very far before it's all the way full. But I did get a reading. It was really high. It was like 175 over 112, which basically means I'm on the verge of stroking out at any second. Which maybe it is accurate. Maybe I am on the verge of stroking out at any second. But I'm thinking that, you know, as I take these readings every week or every couple weeks, even though they may not be spitting out the right numbers, at least they are showing me a direction that it's going. I'm hoping that, you know, I can see a decrease in blood pressure, whether it's the right numbers or wrong numbers. I can at least see that blood pressure going down over the next few weeks as I work to shed some of this weight and get myself in more of a healthy mode. So anyway, part of my plan is that eventually I'm going to incorporate a bunch of physical activity into this, because that's kind of the whole goal, is that I get to this healthy lifestyle where it's not just diet, but it is healthy lifestyle as well. I do believe that the majority of weight loss for most people comes from diet. I think that everybody just eats so poorly. I know I did. I know I have for my whole life. And that's where all my weight gain has come from. The sedentary lifestyle hasn't been any, hasn't done me any favors either. But I think that a lot of the weight gain has come from just bad eating habits. So anyway, so my plan for now, to at least to kind of jumpstart and get the weight under control, is to focus on my diet at first. Once I get some weight off and feel like I can do a little bit more physical activity, that's when I'll start focusing on that. I'll start walking. Hopefully by middle of summer or so, I'm going to be able to start jogging and some things that way. I think it'd be cool to run a 5K. I mean, I did a few of those when I was younger. I think it'd be cool to do another one now. Maybe talk my kids into doing it with me or something like that. That'd be a good time. So anyway, we'll see if I can hit that goal. I also, another thing I'd like to do maybe at the end of the summer, I'd love to go to Lagoon with the kids and ride the roller coasters. I don't fit in them anymore. We took a couple family trips this last year. We did go to Disneyland and Disney World both. And I did fit in most of the rides there. I did have to do the walk of shame once on one of the rides. It's the worst thing ever, where you go to get in, and sure enough, the lap bar won't close over you because you are too much of a chunky monkey. But anyway, I only had to do the walk of shame once. So I would love to go to Lagoon with the kids and be able to ride whatever ride I want to ride. There's a handful of new rides at Lagoon in the last few years that I've never ridden before, because I've always been too fat to even attempt to get on them. But I think it would be fun to go and do some of those things later this summer if it's possible. So we'll see. We'll just keep plugging away and keep working at shedding some of these LBs and see where it goes. So anyway, once I get back to my house and I'm at my computer, I will sit down with you again. We'll go through the meals that I've done for the last week. So you guys, I'm going to screenshot them and I'm going to put them in the video so that you guys can see what I did every single day. If anybody wants to try and do something similar, I don't think that everybody would lose 14.4 pounds like me, but I do think that everybody could lose 4% of their body weight, really. If you have lived a pretty sedentary lifestyle and haven't really done anything to be healthy or watch what you eat over the last so long, and you want to do something similar to me, I fully believe that if you ate the same things that I ate and did the same things that I did over the last week, I think you could lose 4% of your body weight. So, if you're only a 150-pound person, 4% of your body weight is 6 pounds. But I think you could do that in a week. When you're a 357-pound person, 4% of your body weight's 14.4 pounds. So, anyway, I'm happy to be heading in a good direction. Hopefully next week I've shed 8, and anyway, I'll be back with you in just a minute when I'm back in the office and we can look at the meals that I ate for the week. Hey everybody, I'm back. It's actually the next day. I updated the video last night. I went through all the meals and everything, and then I just realized what a boring video. Nobody cares. They're pretty mundane, and it's kind of a lot of the same thing every day. So I decided I would rather just screenshot them all and put them up there. I do want to talk about a few things in the meals, but I don't want to go through every single one with you guys. It's just boring, and like I say, it's a lot of the same thing day in and day out. One thing that I did do almost every single day, in fact, I think I did do it every single day, I did drink a Premier Protein every single day, usually first thing in the morning. I think those are awesome. It's a really good way to get a good shot of protein first thing in the morning, and it helps you balance out your numbers. If you can get a good jump on your protein, it's the best way to balance out your numbers throughout the day. So I did do a Premier Protein every single day. Another thing that I did quite a bit is I was making protein smoothies. They're really good. I think they taste great. I was putting a lot of different stuff in them. I did some spinach. I did some banana in some of them. I did some mandarin oranges in some of them, or like cutie oranges, halos, or whatever they're called. I did some pear in some of them. What else did I put in them? I'm trying to think. I always put in some Greek yogurt and some almond milk in each one. And then let me see. I'll scroll down and see what else I was putting in them. A little bit of cucumber in some of them. So anyway, they I would usually do those at night, those protein shakes. Oh, and I was putting blueberries in them. And at first when I was making them, I wasn't putting very much blueberries in them, and they were turning out pretty brownish gray, partly to do with the broccoli, partly to do with the spinach, and then to do with the chocolate protein powder that I was putting in. It was kind of making them a little bit funky looking, but I think they taste really good. My kids would not try them. They think they look disgusting, but they taste really good. One night I did split one in half because I just kind of got burnt out on them a little bit. They make a ton. The stuff I put in them makes almost 32 ounces of shake, and that's a lot to drink in a night. So one night I got a little bit burnt out on it, and I only drank half of it at night. And that, ironically, was the night that I put in a ton of blueberries and made it really kind of a bluey purple color. But after I put it in the freezer for the night and then drank the second half the next morning, it had gone brown as brown overnight. So still looked pretty questionable the next morning, but tasted great. Was a little bit grainy after I'd froze it all night and then drank it the next morning, but it was still good. Some of the other things that I did do some chicken fajita type things. I put them in a crock pot one night, 4 chicken breasts, a couple onions, couple green peppers, just kind of crock potted it all together with some fajita seasoning and some Cholula hot sauce. That actually made 4 meals for me. I ate them on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Just a quarter of it every day, and that was really good. The last 3 days I did some white corn tortillas with them, just the smaller ones, you know, about this big. That was really good. It did kind of boost my carbs a little bit, but it made that meal a whole lot better when I was eating it with the tortillas. So anyway, that's some of the things I did over the week. One thing I would suggest to everybody as you're going through, if you're going to try this, if you want to shed a bunch of weight and you're going to eat pretty small calories every day, I would suggest everybody drinks 100 ounces of water every single day. It's not easy, especially at first. You are going to the bathroom like crazy. It seems like you're in the bathroom 10, 12, 15 times a day. But that water is what keeps you full. It cures your hunger pains like crazy. So I would really recommend, if you're going to do this and you've got a really low calorie intake every day, and you're feeling hungry in between meals, or you don't think you're getting enough, try drinking 100 ounces of water. If you're getting into 100 ounces of water, I really do not think you will feel hungry. That's the key for me. If I can drink my 100 ounces, I rarely feel hungry. But then I notice, like on weekends is when I struggle drinking my water. I'm not nearly as good at drinking my water, just because we're going so many different places, and I'm not real convenient to a bathroom, and so I don't dare drink as much water, and that's when I end up feeling hungry. If I don't drink my 100 ounces, I start to feel hungry. But anyway, just some suggestions and some pointers that I found as I've gone through this. Trying to look real quick and see if there's anything interesting in here. Like I say, I'm going to screenshot them all so everyone can look at them, but you guys are smart enough to see what they are and see, you know, if you have any questions about any of them, or how I do it, or what I did with it. Feel free to comment or ask me a question and I'll respond to you. One thing I did a few nights is I did tuna, which I love. Everyone else in my family absolutely hates tuna. They think it's the most disgusting thing ever. The smell of it makes them dry heave, but I love it. So that is a fabulous meal for me. I mix it with a little bit of Miracle Whip and some sweet relish, and then I eat it with spinach, almost like a salad or something like that. that's a really good meal for me. It fills me up really well. It really helps me hit my numbers because it's high in protein, it's low in carbs. Anyway, you guys can see on here what it is. And then, oh, one night my family was eating tacos, and I didn't intend to eat the tacos, but I balanced out my numbers really well the previous few days, and so I ended up eating a couple tacos one night, and it didn't mess me up too much. It didn't really mess up my numbers hardly at all. I still had some of those white corn tortillas, and I just did 2 of them. I tried to do kind of healthy tacos, I guess. I just did those 2 white corn tortillas. I did a little bit of taco meat, some avocado, some tomato, and some lettuce, and that's all I put in them. But I ate those, and I thought I was on cloud 9. They tasted so good to me, and I was really able to balance out my numbers real well that day as well. So anyway, I will get these posted and put on there. Then I'm well on my way on week number 2. Gonna try and hit my goal of 8 pounds down. Sorry about that. My phone ran out of storage, so I had to delete a bunch of stuff off so I could finish my video. But I was just saying that I was hoping to meet my goal of losing 8 pounds this week, which would put me down a total of 22.4 in 2 weeks. But we'll see where I land. I'll make another video next week once we see where it's at. Anyway, thanks a lot. You guys have a great day. Please subscribe if you're interested in this type of stuff, and feel free to comment. Leave me any type of comments, and I will gladly respond to them. Please like the video, and if you'd like to get notifications when I put new ones on, just hit the bell and go from there. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.